Hello, lovely people. You're welcome to Vab Fashion's YouTube channel. I am Eunice. In this video, I'll be sharing with you all how I made this beautiful skirt and blouse we have right here on the mannequin. In my previous video, I showed us how to draft and cut this outfit. So this is the sewing video. So if you're yet to see the cutting video, I will drop the link to the video in the description box and also in the comment section. I'm going to have the link to the video pinned in the comment section so that it will be the first comment you'll find there. Okay, so without wasting time, if you're yet to subscribe to my channel, please kindly click on the subscribe button to subscribe and ensure you put on your notification bell so you get a notification every time I upload a new video. So if you have done that, thank you, and let's get right into the video. So before we start sewing, I'm going ahead to cut my lining, and the lining for the skirt is 2 inches shorter than the main fabric. You can see I folded the hem by 2 inches upwards, so it's 2 inches shorter than the main fabric. So remember in our last video, I told us I was going to give my embroidery guy the centerpiece and the front piece of the skirt to do the embroidery. That's what he has done. So the centerpiece has the embroidery and the down part of the front piece of our skirt also has the embroidery. And he did it really well. It came out so beautiful. I'm also going ahead to pad up the bustier. So I'm padding on the lining, directly on the lining. I just ironed hasty to the main fabric and I padded on the lining. So right now I'm at the sewing machine and then I'm going ahead to join the bustier. So we're starting with the bustier and I'm joining the main fabric. Starting from the waistline, I'm stitching on 1/2 inch all the way to the shoulder. Okay, so here you can see I've stitched one side and this is what we have. I'm going to repeat the same thing on the other side. I will stitch on 1/2 inch. You want to make sure to stitch on the 1/2 inch which you have added. If you don't know how to stitch well around this part, I will advise you to just use your pencil to mark 1/2 inch because this will determine the outcome of the bustier. You don't want it crooked at all. Okay, so after stitching, I'm going ahead to notch the underbust. So notching the underbust will allow it have that relaxed look when you press the seam lines open. So this is what we have. So you can see by notching the underbust, it gives it that break on the underbust. So I gave it to my girl to help us iron it. So she'll iron the seam lines open while I'm stitching the lining part. So the lining has the pad like I already told us, okay? So I'm also stitching on 1/2 inch. Make sure your stitch is even. So this is very important. I already said that if you don't know how to stitch correctly, please just mark that 1/2 inch so that you stitch it very correctly. So I'm going to repeat the same thing on the other side and also notch the underbust and then go ahead to press the seam lines open. So while pressing the seam lines open or after pressing the seam lines open, I'll also go ahead to iron paper stay or hasty to keep the seam lines open. So this is what the bustier looks like after stitching it. Can you see? It's already standing very well. So I'll also give her to iron the bust the seam lines open. So this is our back piece. I'm going to place the lining on the right side of the back piece and then I will turn the neckline. I'll be stitching on 1/2 inch, which is the same allowance I added. So I'm making sure that all my seam lines are very even. Okay, so here this is me stitching the neckline and then I'll stitch the center back also by 1/2 inch. I'll go ahead and also stitch the sides. So I'm doing front finishing, so I'm going to stitch the side. If you want to weave, then you can go ahead and weave at this time at this side, but it is really not necessary. Just turn it. Okay, so after doing that, I repeated the same thing on the second back piece. And now this is the fabric we're going to be gathering at the hem of the sleeve. Remember in our previous video I cut 3 of this, 2 for the 2 sleeves and then 1 for the peplum. So here I use the longest stitch on my sewing machine, which is called the gather stitch. And I use number 5, that's the longest stitch on our sewing machine, so that you can be able to gather it, okay? That's if you don't have a gather's footer. But if you have a gather's footer, it will make your work easy to just gather it for you by itself, okay? So here I'll have to gather it manually, and I'll be gathering it to the measurement I have on the hem of the sleeve. So you want to make sure that when gathering this, it is even. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. You don't want the gathers more on one side compared to the other side. So here we are. After gathering it, I'll go ahead and stitch it to the hem of the sleeve. So I want to make sure to pin it so that everything sits well and intact. So while I was teaching, that's while I was teaching the gather stitch, I stitched on 1 inch. Remember, my seam allowance for joining all the pieces together is just half inch. I stitch on 1 inch so that by the time I stitch the gathers and the sleeve together on half inch, I can easily take off the gather's thread. So you don't want to leave that gather's thread. It has a way of making the work look not so neat, okay? So you need to shift inwards while stitching so that when you are done gathering it and you have stitched the main stitch, okay, or you have done the main stitch, you can remove the gather's thread, okay? So that's just basically it. So I'm going ahead to stitch, stitch and stitch till I get to the other end. And then, like I said, I'm going to take off the gather's thread. Sorry, I'm multitasking in this video. I'm talking and doing the video at the same time because I'm trying to meet up with the deadline of delivering the outfit, and I have a lot to do. So I have people I was talking to here. So I just had to continue the video while talking to them. So right now I'm taking out the gather thread. So it is just very easy because it's a very loose thread. So I'm just going to take it off, and that's it. So now this is our bustier. We're done with the pressing, and this is what it looks like. Can you see? She used paper stay to keep the seam lines open, and this is what we have. You can see it is standing really well, and these are embroidery at the center. You can see how beautiful it came out. And then this is the lining. She also used paper stay to keep the seam lines open. So now this is me pinning the neckline. I pinned them together, lining facing the fabric, right side of the lining facing right side of the fabric, and I'll be stitching around the neckline on half inch. So after stitching around the neckline on half inch, I went ahead to notch the neckline, and then I stitched the sides too. So this is it. I'll stitch the side. Like I already said, I'm doing French finishing. And this is it. I turned it inside out. And I'm also going ahead to press the neckline. So after pressing the neckline, I'm joining the back shoulders. I'm joining the shoulders together, the front and back shoulders together. And I'm doing the same thing on this side as well. So just pin them together and join the shoulders. So this is what we have. So next I'm going ahead to fix the sleeves to the armhole. So remember, we have gathered our the gathers to the sleeve already. So this is me just stitching it to the armhole. I'm doing the same thing on the other side. So just stitch, stitch, stitch and stitch on that half inch, which is what we added. And this is it. Okay, so I'll also go ahead and weave the armhole. After weaving the armhole, the next thing I'm going to do is to stitch close the down part. That's, I'm stitching the lining and the main fabric together so that we don't leave the down part open. So now this is it. Okay, so I'll go ahead and shape this blouse. I'll shape it on the sewing allowance. That's my side sewing allowance. And here we are. So now this is the half bodice. That's the upper part. So after stitching the sides, the next thing to do is to sew the peplum to the waistline, to join the peplum to the waistline. So you want to make sure that all the points are aligned. So this is what our blouse looks like at this moment. So I'll also weave the armhole to make sure that everything is neat. So now this is our peplum. Our peplum is not lined. It's not lined. It's just the bustier part that is lined. So So I'm going ahead to stitch the peplum, and as you can see that the peplum, I've also stitched the gathers to the hem of the peplum. Okay, so that's just basically it. So just going ahead to stitch it. Like I said, sorry, I'm multitasking in this video, so I'm explaining a lot of things and that's just it. Sorry about that. So this is what our blouse looks like. I'll also go ahead and weave the waistline and fix the zipper. So right now you can see that this is a very fast video. I am done with the blouse. For the skirt part, I've done several videos on how to sew a pencil skirt. So this is just a normal pencil skirt. I will drop the link to one of the videos on how to sew a pencil skirt in the description box and also in the comment section, but I won't pin it there because you can only pin one. So I already have the video on how to make a skirt on this channel, so do well to watch the video so that you know how I made these pencil skirts. Okay, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you learned a thing or two from this video. If you did, please make sure to like this video, share this video with your friends, and do not hesitate to subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so. Thank you so much for watching, and see you in my next video. Bye.